lunatics to storm the masjid, violating the masjid in a way that is always catching the attention of the Muslim world. Then we have also seen, dear brothers and sisters, how these Zionists, they're now stopping the Muslims from having a free access to Masjid Al-Aqsa. This year, because of what is happening in Gaza, they could not stop the Muslims. But if you take a look at the past years, especially during the month of Ramadan, it is becoming absolutely very, very hard for the Muslims to go there in Masjid Al-Aqsa and pray. In fact, there are reports that suggest that Muslims were prevented from praying inside the Masjid Al-Aqsa Juma prayer, even before October 7th, the thing that happened. But what we are seeing right now, it is even more blatant. It is becoming evident and very, very clear to all of the Muslims the evil intentions, the plans they have, the Zionists. They're not hiding anything. Nothing is secretive. Nothing is secret society anymore. It is open secret now that they want to ultimately destroy Masjid Al-Aqsa, and this is exactly what we want to talk about. How did we find about this, and what is going to be the consequence of it? That's what we will discuss in this video. Before we move on, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you are interested in this topic of end of time, the coming of Mahdi, Dajjal, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Imam Mahdi, if you're interested in the signs of Qiyamah, the minor and major signs, consider subscribing to my channel and support my channel. Now let's take a look at this particular report first, and then inshallah I will tell you what is actually transpiring at the moment. So the Zionists have long harbored ill intentions towards Masjid Al-Aqsa and the Haram al-Sharif. These evil intentions received a boost when Israel's Minister of Housing and Construction, Uri Ariel, announced that the so-called Third Temple, quote unquote, would be built there. There is another interview that was broadcasted, I think, from CNN or some other news channel, where a lady who is supposed to be protecting the rights of the Muslims, or maybe she has some kind of authority over Masjid Al-Aqsa and the premise of it, she is openly saying in that TV interview that it is gonna go, it is gonna fall, it is gonna be destroyed. What she was referring to? She was referring to Masjid Al-Aqsa. In other words, they are going to be building third temple in terms of Masjid Al-Aqsa, and the preparation is well underway. If you take a look at this one, the Zionists are nothing if not brazen in their conduct. Some may even call them lunatics. One has to give them credit for chutzpah. The vast majority of Zionists do not believe in God, but insist God, promised them the Holy Land, and that they have the right, quote unquote, to destroy Islam's holy sites in order to build the third temple there instead. Dear brothers and sisters, what we have also seen recently is the preparation for the red heifer. And I actually talked about this briefly in my other video. But red heifer is connected directly with the building of the third temple and the coming of the Messiah. So there are two things they're aiming to do. Number one, they're trying to build the third temple, because once the temple is being built, then the Messiah will appear. In other words, the biblical prophecy dictates that once this third temple is built, it will fulfill the requirement of the coming of the Mashiach. That's what they call it, Masih, Dajjal. That's what we call it, right? And therefore, it is very, very important for them. It is quintessential for them to have this third temple being built for the coming of the Masih or Dajjal. And this is where the red heifer comes into play. Because the sooner they bring the red heifer, which they already brought from Texas, US, the sooner they prepare all the rituals, ceremonies for the coming of the Messiah, the sooner they can go and build third temple and destroy Masjid Al-Aqsa. Would they destroy Masjid Al-Aqsa? Well, they made it absolutely clear that they will. How the Muslims will respond, we do not know. But from this minister, housing minister Uri Ariel, we are now 100% convinced that this is what their intention is right now. The Zionists are nothing but, if not brazen in their conduct. It is no secret, let's take a look at this sentence, it is no secret that they have evil intention on Masjid al-Aqsa and the entire Al-Haram Sharif, the sacred sanctuary that houses both Masjid al-Aqsa and the Dome of the Rock. They want to destroy the noble sanctuary and have been digging tunnels underneath it under the pretext of archaeological excavations, but in reality to weaken the foundations of this structure to bring it down. There are videos that shows that some people, construction worker, quote unquote, they're actually digging deeper into the Masjid al-Aqsa base foundation. In other words, what we are seeing is also what we are reading right now. It is no open secret that they're trying to weaken the base foundation of Masjid al-Aqsa so that, in the future, Allahu Alam, how they will do it, how they will present it to the world. They might come out, the Yahudi, one day, that, look, Masjid is fallen. God fell it down. The Masih, he came and he just commanded and some miracle thing happened, and look, the Masjid is gone. It is not our fault. We did not destroy the Masjid. It is God. It is Masih who destroyed it. That is possible. This might be how they want to come out. This might be how they want to present to the whole world and convince the Muslims that, look, Muslims, we are doing nothing. But the Masjid, Allah, Qadr of Allah, it happened. Right? It happened because the Masjid decided, he just looked at it and the Masjid fell. So for that, I think this is how they want to go about it at the moment. For that to happen, they need to destroy the foundation of the Masjid so that it will not be standing on pillars, on a strong foundation. Rather, it will be just falling like, a building collapsing the way we have seen 9/11. You remember those Twin Towers? These are all made up stories, guys. No Muslim would do that. We do not take innocent people's life. They're just making things up. So just like the Twin Tower fell, they convinced the whole world, especially the non-Muslims, people who are Islamophobe. They will convince these same people, the Islamophobe, especially the evangelical Christian, that look, the Masjid fell down just like the Twin Tower. Wallahi, right? This is their plan. Wallahi, this is their plan. So, the Israeli Minister of Housing and Construction, Destruction, Uri Ariel, announced on January 24th that the Zionists plan to destroy Al-Aqsa so that the mythical third temple can be built there. Ariel admitted, now this is where things get interesting, that the first and second temples were destroyed many years ago, thousands of years ago, in fact. So, the third one must be built now. Yeah, the word here is now. Like, we need to get this done now. We don't want to wait because we have the upper hand. We have puppets in US, we have puppets in UK who will listen to us, who will obey us, listen and obey our command, and send fighter jets and army and money and whatever we need. So this is the time. Now is the time. Al-Aqsa Mosque is currently in place of the third temple, he claimed. See, Al-Aqsa Mosque currently is in place of the third temple, he claimed. And since the racist Zionists consider themselves superior to all other human beings, their Zionist rights taken precedence over those of others to satiate their maniatic goals. There is no doubt about that. I want to actually today do things a little bit differently and read your comments. If you have any, I normally don't do it, but if you have any comment, I would love to hear from you. I wonder what will happen, brother what do you name? DJL? I wonder what will happen then after Jew attempts to destroy Masjid al-Aqsa. Well, if they, from what I understand, look, just like Abraha, remember the story of Abraha, who came with his elephant and he tried to destroy Kaaba. Remember what Allah did? He sent Ababil, the birds, and they came with stones. I am Allahu Alam how he will deal with this. Allah knows the best how he wants to deal with this. I do not know. But if they dare to destroy Masjid al-Aqsa, they might face same consequence. They might be seeing, birds in the sky coming and destroying their evil plot. That could be one way what will happen after they try to destroy, the Jew attempt to destroy Masjid al-Aqsa. Because at the end of the day, what I believe is that it will never happen, inshallah, that Masjid Al-Aqsa will never fall. It is a sacred place for the Muslims and for humanity. It's not just a place for the Muslims, because when we talk about Islam, we basically refer it as a religion for the rest of the world, because all other religions, they're dead. They make no sense. So, the whole world will see how this Jew will be, or this Zionist, I should say, will be dealt with by Allah Azza wa Jal. But we are going to be seeing some spectacular events unfolding. And also, when we talk about the coming of the Mahdi, dear my sisters, that is there too. Who knows? Allah Azza wa Jal might send somebody, maybe not necessarily Mahdi himself, but maybe somebody in his place who will come and defend Masjid Al-Aqsa. We do not know how this will all play out, but something is going to happen miraculously, because they are becoming absolutely haughty, these Zionists. They need to be stopped. Subhanallah, and Allah knows the best. Assalamu alaikum. If you have more comments, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.